Hi, this is Brad Cleveland. Welcome to the Q&A series, Thriving in the New Era of Customer Relationships. Today's question is, how can we best determine how many concurrent chat sessions our agents should handle? Well, let's start with just a few top-of-mind notes. First of all, chat's a service-level oriented contact, meaning these interactions need to be handled as they come in, versus deferred to a later time. That's probably obvious, but you can determine the most conservative or highest estimate of agents you'll need by assuming that each agent can interact with only one customer at a time. Then you can use Erlang C or simulation or whatever your tool of choice is to calculate staff requirements based on usual input, the number of contacts, the average session transaction time, which is the equivalent of handling time, and your service level objective. You've been doing that with inbound phone calls and other channels for probably eons. Now, assuming one customer at a time, as with phone, will overestimate actual requirements in many cases. Agents can, in almost all situations, handle more than one session at a time. But how many? Keep in mind the number of maximum concurrent sessions you allow will impact response times, customer satisfaction, accuracy, and often employee morale, their sense of well-being. There's really no one-size-fits-all approach. My advice to those just starting out, go with no more than 2 or 3 simultaneous sessions until you get a good read on what's possible. Get the kinks worked out of the system. To determine how far beyond one session you can move, some basic math can also come in handy. Let's assume you set a maximum number of concurrent sessions at 5, just to play around with that example. Consider the worst case estimate. Multiply the maximum number of concurrent sessions you expect by the average exchange handle time. The result will give you an idea of what could happen, worst case, to customer wait times. For example, if customers initiate an exchange at the same time, all 5, and the average exchange handling time is 1.5 minutes, the last customer in line will have to wait 7.5 minutes for a response, 5 times 1.5. Now, of course, that scenario is not going to happen often, but if you get close to that, delay would be beyond what expectations would be reasonable for your customers. So you'd probably conclude, 5 is too high. That's too high for the level of service we want. That consideration and what agents can handle in the context of complexity and multitasking, you'll come up with a comfortable number somewhere in between those ranges. I hope that's helpful. Good luck. Thanks for the question. Keep them coming. I will be back soon.